familiar with Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is the nation's #1 life and business strategist. Mr. Robbins is a chairman of a holding company that is comprised of over 50 privately held businesses that have a combined sales exceeding $6 billion a year. Now, this funnel is very, very advanced and there's going to be a lot of moving parts. So before we start today's video, I would highly encourage you go ahead and grab a notebook and a pen because you are going to want to take notes today. So before we go into the big picture of this funnel and I kind of walk you through all the different steps and how this entire funnel is structured from the ad perspective all the way down to the sales perspective, I want to go ahead and kind of cover what we're going to be jumping into and what we're going to be going into in great detail here in a couple minutes. Now, today I'm going to be showing you the Unleash the Power Within funnel, which is a event-based funnel for Tony's live event. 2, I'm going to be covering the Business Mastery funnel, which is another live event funnel, which is basically geared towards business owners and executives. The third thing we're going to be talking about is Tony Robbins' coaching program funnel, which is a group coaching program that is automated. So as he's going between events, he's got passive and cash flow coming in every single month. And then I'm going to be showing you the last component. I'm going to be showing you how all these funnels work together and how you can take some of these pieces and actually apply them into your business. So if you're interested in scaling, if you're interested in, let's say, becoming a keynote speaker, if you're interested in hosting your own events or your own masterminds, or you're really interested in just seeing how Tony Robbins generates hundreds of millions of dollars year after year from this funnel, you are going to absolutely love today's video. And I would highly, highly encourage that you stick around to the end of the video and don't just dabble in this, actually commit to this. Now, the one thing I want to briefly mention before we dive into all this is, Tony really relies heavily on retargeting. He doesn't really waste a lot of his ad spend promoting to cold audiences. Now, yes, he does promote to cold audiences, and I'm going to show you those ads. But majority of his traffic, if you were to put it all together on a pie chart, 75% of it is going to be promoted towards warm audiences, and the remaining is going to promote it towards cold audiences. Now, all of his web pages and funnels are, of course, pixelated. So once you hit one of those pages, it basically creates a custom audience or a custom conversion, and then the ad roll starts and it never ends, and he spends a lot of money on warm and hot traffic. He does spend some money on cold audience like I previously mentioned, but majority of his ad dollar is spent on warm audiences. So let's go ahead and just walk through the Unleash the Power Within funnel from A to Z. Here at the top, you can see this is comprised of multiple different funnels and there's multiple different directions. So I'm going to make this simplistic as possible so everybody here understands exactly what we're doing. So at the very top here on my screen, as you can see, we have these Facebook ads. We have an opt-in page. We have a thank you. Then we have some different directions we go in, which we're going to cover throughout this funnel hack. And then we have a thank you page, and then we go into a members area. I'm going to go ahead and walk through this one from the get-go, go through all the angles on this, all the perspectives on this, and then we'll dive into the remaining of the funnel, which is these pieces on the bottom, and then how he actually fills the event from A to Z. So let's start with the ads. So we're going to go through these ads first. I'm going to show you all of his key performing ads from A to Z, and then we'll dive into the funnel to where everybody has some clarity on exactly how the process goes. So let's go ahead and look at the ads. Now, the #1 performing ad, as you can see here, is a Facebook ad. Now, you're going to see this across anybody who's really doing big things in the funnel game. It seems that Facebook is always the #1 traffic driver. So once you have the machine built, you've got to master the traffic, and that is the complicated part. So as you can see at the headline of this particular ad, we have tickets on sale now. We've got a video that the duration of the video is 2 minutes and 43 seconds long. As you can see, it has over 2.5 million views, and we have 25,000 likes. Over 1,500, around 1,500, 1,400 to be exact comments, and over 3,000 shares. So this is a really well performing ad. The duration of this video, again, the goal with this video is to get a click. He wants to show the energy of the event. He wants to show all the thriving fans, everybody, jumping around, excited, happy, and that's what he's trying to portray in this particular video. And of course, we have the copy, which you're going to notice this across all of his ads. He is very big on short copy. And I think a lot of that has to do with, of course, his influence in the marketplace, but they do leverage a lot of short copy, or they don't even leverage copy at all. But as you can see, the short copy on this one is 1 weekend, a lifetime of change, create the breakthrough with Tony Robbins, and start living life at the next level. So this is one of his top performing ads. The second one, the headline is Create the Life You Desire and Deserve. The video duration is only 30 seconds long, very short. There is no copy here. As you can see, the video does have over 2 million views, 2.2 million to be exact. We have almost 5,000 likes, 4,800 to be exact. We've got 160 comments, and we have 488 shares. So this is definitely performing very well. And when it comes to these impressions, it's very hard to get these type of impressions without spending a lot of money. So he wouldn't be spending that money if it wasn't working. Another one of the ads that he is running, as you can see, is another video-based ad, very short. It's only 22 seconds long. The headline for this particular ad is Tickets Sell In Soon, or Ticket Sells In Soon, Act Now. And as you can see, we've got 2.3 million views. We've got some short form copy again, 1 weekend, a lifetime of change. Find your breakthrough with Tony and start living life at the next level. As you can see, we've got 4.3 thousand likes, 290 comments, and 520 shares. So this ad is definitely performing well, and he's spending a lot of money on it. And trust me, he wouldn't be spending this type of money if this particular funnel and ad was not converting. Now, he runs multiple variations of this. As you can see, here's another one with 2.3 million views. Different copy, same exact video, 21 seconds long, very similar engagement. He repeats this process again, different headline, same copy, around the same amount of views, but different engagement. These are just different variations of the ads based on targeting or custom audiences or whatever it may be. But majority of these are actually cold audience ads. So of course, if there's different variation in it, it's either based off of ad angle or it's based off of actual interest in the particular, interest on the actual ad set targeting aspect when it comes to the ad sets within Facebook. The next campaign, as you can see, we have another video-based ad, quote unquote. It's only 7 seconds long, so you can't really portray that much information in a 7-second long video. But again, his goal is to get a click and let the funnel do its magic. At the very top of the video, you see the headline, and it is Create the Life You Deserve and Desire. This particular ad has 711,000 views. We've got 1,000 likes, 41 comments, and 123 shares. And it is a very short video. Down here at the bottom, we've got the copy, which basically reads, the only real limits we have in life are the ones we impose on ourselves, more so than our lack of resources, our environment, or our circumstances. Don't let your beliefs, whether conscious or unconscious, hold you back. Break through your limitations with Tony Robbins at Unleash the Power Within. So here's that particular ad, another one. This is really performing really well for him. Good impressions, great clicks. So yeah, it's definitely doing well. Now, this is the first time we see an actual image-based ad. As you can see at the top of this, the copy is join Tony Robbins live at Unleash the Power Within to close the gap from where you are and where you want to be. It all happens in 1 weekend. Lock in your seats now. And then we have an image where the text is on that image. That's actually Tony Robbins' face. And then you can see the crowd going crazy, all the excitement. And then basically we have a kind of a headline on that image that says Tony Robbins Live, discover your next level. The headline below that is actually create the life you desire and deserve at WP or UWP or UPW. And then we have a subtext, which is Unleash the Power Within is a live 3.5-day event with Tony Robbins designed to help so-and-so. Likewise, we've got over 1,000 likes, 54 comments, and 71 shares. So we've got another good ad there performing. And here's the last image-based ad that he's running to a cold audience here. As you can see, the copy reads, commit to creating the life of extraordinary passion and fulfillment. Find your edge at Unleash the Power Within with Tony Robbins Live. Take action today. And we've got another picture of Tony Robbins from the back that he's actually on stage. Got the whole audience, basically hands in the air, everybody's excited. Got some text on that particular image as far as the ad image, the creative aspect, and then the headline is the same one it's been over and over and over. Create the life you desire and deserve at UPW. And with this particular ad, we've got 1,000 likes, 26 comments, and 45 shares. So now that we've gone through, numerous different ads here together, I want to start working on the actual funnel aspect to show you how this is all mapped out. So there's numerous pieces to this funnel, and I want to be very, very precise here so you guys understand it and not overcomplicate it. So we just went through all the Facebook ads here, and now I'm going to go through the actual architect of the funnel. The architecture of it, how it works, and how it's scaled, and what the what the process goes. So to get to this funnel, of course, there's Facebook ads. Once they click the link, then we hit the opt-in page, and I'm going to go ahead and go through that right now for you. And we'll go through the actual opt-in page. We'll go through the thank you page. We'll go through all of the funnel pages from A to Z, so you can get some clarity on exactly, what that's compiled of and what it's composed of, because there's some neat little tricks. The way certain things are placed here are very unique, and I actually don't see it a lot. So we'll go ahead and go through that together now. Okay, guys, so here's the opt-in page for this particular funnel. This is the first thing they're going to see after they click the actual ad and they actually start to go through the funnel. So I'm going to kind of break this down in layman terms and real, simple, to where everybody can understand it, because everybody's coming from different perceptions of what they understand about funnels and what they don't. So as you can see here at the very top, we have an actual header, and in that header we have Tony Robbins' logo on the left. So we've got two columns split there as far as the architecture of the funnel. We've got his logo on the left, and we have a phone number on the right. Directly below that, we have an actual header image with numerous dividers to space everything out. We have a picture of Tony Robbins as the background, and then we have a header that it says, hey, experience and invent like no other. The subtext of that header is achieve your dreams and start living at the next level at Unleash the Power Within. And then, of course, we have the location and the dates of the particular event. Directly below that, we have some social proof here, as featured on ABC, NBC, CNN, Success, and OWN. You always want to put that, so that's right under there. We've got a brief little description of what the event's about, and we have a headline here that says where the impossible becomes possible. Unleash the Power Within is a 3.5-day event with Tony Robbins designed to help you unlock and unleash the forces inside you that can help you break through any limit and create the quality of the life you deserve. Below that, we have these little avatars, icons, whatever you want to call them, these little animations. And we've got one that says maximize your health. We have another one that says learn the secrets of wealth. And then we have another one that says improve your relationships. Directly below that, we've got some actual social proof. And here is a testimonial from a professional tennis player. So you'll notice as we go through this, he's got testimonials from A-list celebrities and everything in between. So social proof is definitely a game changer. So when you're building your funnels, you always want to make sure that you lead with social proof. Right here, this is normally called like a FAQ, frequently asked questions, but Tony basically goes into, and the headline for it is additional information. So, we have basically these little arrows, you click them, and, who should attend Unleash the Power Within, why Unleash the Power Within, how much does it cost, and who is Tony Robbins. And then we go back into social proof and provide some actual video testimonials from the event itself, which is really, really cool. So we have all of that there. And then below that, we have another call to action, and then we have a footer. It was very weird. I didn't see any terms and conditions on this page as far as refund policies or anything like that. So if I was doing this now, I would make sure you always put your footers in and set everything up to where you can, of course, have the Facebook guidelines so your ads perform really well. There's different variety of things that you have to put in there to make them compliant with Facebook ads. Even on the bottom of landing pages, it's not technically, it's not required, but when it comes to placement of your ads, it definitely helps. So that's the opt-in page from A to Z. And then, of course, we have this opt-in. So once they go through this page and, the actual architect of the page, once they get to the top, if you click this call to action below, we've got a squeeze page that pops up, which I'll go through right now. It's just a pop-up. But basically, his headline is here, take the first step. Your life-changing weekend awaits. Fill out the short form to have a personal results specialist reach out to you with more information about the opportunity. The information he's looking for is the first name, last name, email address, phone number, the country they're located in, and the state. Which the state, I really don't see that. A lot of people don't collect that data. But from an analytical standpoint, I could see definitely where that is helping. So there's the opt-in page from A to Z. Now, if you go down to the very bottom of this page and you actually click on that call to action that we recently just went through, it actually does not take you back to the top. A pop-up actually comes out on the page. And again, same headline here. And we're collecting first name, last name, email address, phone number, country, and their state. So that's what we're looking for. And that is a pop-up, which is embedded directly in the funnel. Now, once you submit this information, all these fields are going to be required. So if you don't fill them, they're just going to come back and check out in red. And it's going to say, hey, you forgot this field. But if they don't submit that information, this is where it stops. They're not going to get any farther in the funnel. But if you do submit that information and opt in, we then hit a beautiful thank you page. And basically, the unique point of this, which, I love how this is done. As you can see, we've got another header, Tony Robbins, a phone number on the right. We've got a headline with a gray background here that says, hey, Ben, thank you for your interest in Unleash the Power Within. A personal results specialist will reach out to you in 1 to 2 business days. Download the brochure. And then it gives a little bulletin point and says, hey, this is what you're going to learn. And this is exactly what this event's about. So it's really cool. Majority of people just throw in a thank you page here and they don't really do anything about it. He's actually getting these people to download a brochure. And then if they download that brochure, he tracks all that data. So if somebody comes in and checks and hits the landing page and does not submit any information whatsoever, they're pixelated. He's already creating and populating custom audiences. And he basically knows, hey, this is somebody that clicked, they didn't fill it out. For some reason, the offer didn't relate with them. It didn't resonate with them. So let's retarget them. And the same thing for if they do opt in. So if you actually go through this process and you opt in, he knows that. And there's custom conversions and custom audiences built on the back end of Facebook that are then going to start targeting you with campaigns. But this is really cool. So if you download the brochure, it's going to give you an entire, very professional PDF brochure of what the entire event is going to be about. If you want to spread the word, hey, you can send us an email, you can share this on LinkedIn, you can tweet it on Twitter, and you can share it on Facebook. So that's always nice to put some social aspects in there. And then we have what we like to call a self-liquidating offer. Now, what is a self-liquidating offer? A self-liquidating offer is used to basically try to cover our ad spend as quick as possible with a low ticket offer. And I'm going to walk you more through this self-liquidating offer. But if you're launching a funnel, if you're building a funnel, you'll quickly realize that, self-liquidating offers are very profitable because the quicker that you can get to break even, the quicker that you're going to get to profit. And as you can see here, while you wait, take advantage of this special offer to kickstart your journey. Learn the fastest ways to transform your body, your finances, and your relationships anytime, anywhere with the Ultimate Edge. This Ultimate Guide is the #1 personal and professional improvement program of all time. This program will empower you to take control of your internal forces that shape the direction of your life so that you can fully realize your emotional, physical, and financial plus spiritual potential. And we have a blue button here, which is the CTA, also known as the call to action. And then directly below that, we have some social proof, 5-star ratings, some testimonials. And then below that, we've got 2 options here. And this is really unique. So let me walk you through this. On the left, we have unlock it on my mobile device, 7-day risk-free trial. And then on the right, we have ship me the CD/DVD version, which is a 30-day risk-free trial. So it is a free trial offer, and that's what he's looking to get you to sign up on. And remember, as we previously mentioned, refund, privacy policy, terms of use, and all that, it is on this funnel. So that is great to see. But if you go up here, as you can see, you can pick which one you want to do. And this is really, really unique. And I love how this is structured. So if you actually click on the mobile one and you say view details, here's the offer. So basically what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to unlock it today for 7 days. You're going to just pay $7 for an activation fee. And the mobile version of the Ultimate Edge is available on iOS and Android versions via the Breakthrough app. It comes with one mobile personal journal to capture distinctions on the go. You get a $100 discount towards any of Tony Robbins' events or online personal profiles, which is valued at $250. You're going to be able to track your progress and growth real time. And literally all you're going to pay is a $7 activation fee. And after 7 days, your credit card will be charged in 3 easy monthly payments of $67. Now, I want you to pay attention to this because he didn't make an offer of $67 up front. His self-liquidating offer is $7 and then it recurs out. So take this. This is done like beautifully, and the reason why we do it this way is because we want to get people through this process and actually get them to convert. So a $67 offer to a cold audience is not going to have the same conversion rates as a $7 product to a cold audience. So what we want to do is we want to get them in at a low ticket, get them some more exposure as they come into one of our programs. Of course, we're going to build rapport with them. We're going to reveal some really good information with them, and then we're going to scale them up and build a relationship with them. And if we build our courseware right, just like Tony Robbins has done, the courseware is actually a salesperson that's on automation 24/7, because as we build that status, as we reveal knowledge and great information that makes the actual viewer feel more competent, more confidence, and just more knowledgeable about the space, our status increases. And when our status increases, people are going to follow us more. They're going to do more things. They're going to spend more money with us. So that's the goal with this. But that's the self-liquidating offer. And over here we have the retail price, which is $249. So literally, you're paying a $7 activation fee, and people are going through this and saying, "Hey, like I only got to pay $7 today. I don't want to miss out on this offer." And that's that version. Now, if you go through the actual the disc version where they ship this out to you, I'm going to walk you through that as well. Here's the offer. All you got to do is just pay $14.95 for shipping. You're going to get the physical versions of the Ultimate Edge, and it comes with the personal workbook and the reference materials to where you can actually have them in your hand. There's going to be a $100 discount towards any of his events and any of his online personal profiles. It's valued at $250. You're going to get a free personal and professional coaching strategy session. And literally all you're going to have to do is just pay for shipping and handling. And in 30 days, your credit card is going to be charged in 3 easy monthly payments of $67. Now, if you look at this, on the left, we have a 7-day free trial, and on the right, we have a 30-day. So why do we have a different turnaround time on the free trials? And this is for shipping. So anybody who's shipping a physical product knows if the product is not received, of course, you get chargebacks, merchant accounts get shut down, things of that nature, which you don't want to do. So that's why he does 30 days here and 7 days here. This is instant, so they can access that material right off the bat. And of course, there's some shipping and some logistics on this aspect. So that's that process, and that's his self-liquidating offer. So again, what have we done? We opted in, we went through, we said, hey, we're interested in this particular event. Let's fill out these details and let's see if this is something we're interested in joining. We may be on the fence. We may not know a lot about Tony Robbins, but hey, we're going to input our information and see what it's about. Then we're going to go through, we're going to input that information, and then we're going to hit this thank you page. And when we hit this thank you page, instead of just saying thank you, we go ahead and we download the brochure. That's a pop-up. We get the brochure, downloads as a PDF. Cool, great. We keep scrolling down, and oh, awesome. Look at this. Yeah, I'm an action taker. I'd like to get started right now. And then we can get them in at a self-liquidating offer, and then our ad spend costs us nothing, and we can get more profitable more quicker. So there's that process from A to Z. Now, based on which one you pick on, each one of these, I believe these pages are built within Infusionsoft. So we're going to basically have 2 separate pages because one's a physical product, and we're going to need more information to ship out a physical product, and the other one is going to be a digital product. So on the digital product here's the checkout page for this. He's got billing address, shipping address, all of his details. Of course, this is selected here. Total amount of $7 charged today, then 3 payments of $73 remaining. Total amount that you pay right now. And as you can see, the headline is Home, the Ultimate Edge Digital. So that's the digital version. Now, if you go through the physical version, complete separate checkout page. Ultimate Edge physical product, billing address, shipping address, contact information, credit card information, and then the Ultimate Edge 3-part system. We've got total amount of $10 plus shipping charged today, then 3 payments of $66. And then we've got the order button, which is the call to action. And then once we do that, guess what? Boom. We've got the final confirmation page that gives us all of our details. So as you can see at the top, we've got congratulations, your order is complete, as well as a order number. We can screenshot that as consumers or whatever we need to do with it. And then we have all of our billing information right here, our shipping information, and then our order summary. So I really like this. And then his guarantee is really great that it's on the thank you page. So your credit card will be billed $7 immediately for access for your 7-day risk-free trial. When you decide to keep the program after 7 days, we will set you up with 3 automatic monthly installments to the credit card used today. The first payment will be charged in 7 days from the transaction. You deserve to have a vibrant and fulfilling life. Tony Robbins will coach you through the life-changing principles. All we ask is that you promise to use the Breakthrough app and actually listen. If you simply commit to doing this, you will see results. So, blah, blah, blah. And there's how it works. And yeah, very simple. You've got all of his information here. This is terms and conditions, affiliates, policies, return policies, site map, whole 9 yards, his corporate identity there. And that is the thank you page. So again, that's one lead generation for the Unleash the Power Within. That's the lead generation funnel for that. So the funnel is basically comprised of what? Let's go through that one more time together so we're all on the same page. So we went through each aspect of it. So we've got, hey, here's all the Facebook ads from top performing to lowest performing. We've got the opt-in page, which we completely went through. We've got the thank you page, which then basically gives them a brochure to download, outlines what the event is going to cover. And then we have a low ticket self-liquidating offer on that particular page that then upsells them into basically paying for a $7 product of a digital product or paying for an actual physical product to be shipped to them if they're really hot and really quality leads. And then we go to an order confirmation page or an actual checkout page where we input all of their information to bill them, to actually charge the card. We've got a physical version, and we've got a digital version, and then we hit a thank you page, and then they get an email and they can access the member area. So there's that from A to Z. So that's one lead generation machine that he's using in one funnel. But here's the key to this. I want to mention this briefly again. In there, the goal with this is to do what? He's basically feeding a sales team on the back end who's going to reach out to you and close you on this event because that's what's working for him. And that's how the process is going. So just think about that structure for your own business. What's your self-liquidating offer? What can you get people in? Maybe it's not an event. Maybe it's something else. But the one thing I do want to mention is, hey, he didn't really sell them anything high ticket. Nothing. The entire goal with this funnel is to get them in the door, get them opted in, build an email list, get them to commit to, a self-liquidating offer to see who's really committed, and then track that information as well. And then the people who buy, we're going to go heavy, heavy, heavy on them when it comes to ad roll, and we're going to retarget them. So that's how that process is going to go. And then as the event gets closer, we're going to start targeting them with ads to where they can purchase tickets right on the spot. But as of now, our sales team has their contact information, and based on, the people who actually buy a product, they're probably going to get called first, and they're going to work that list. So very interesting process there. Very, very interesting. So now what I want to do is I want to go through a second page, which is the events page. So this is the second funnel he uses. So again, this funnel is used to build an audience, build an email list, build custom audiences, build custom conversions within Ads Manager to then initiate ad roll. But when the event's actually around the corner, because again, these events are not all the time. They're not 24/7. So, as the event gets closer, that's going to determine, where they go. And if you go through and buy a product, etc., or you opt in, when the event gets closer, Tony is going to hit you with this funnel right here. And it's basically comprised of a Facebook ad or numerous Facebook ads. The only one that I have found that I see that he's running really heavily on is an ad that we've touched base on before, but I'm going to show it to you again. We actually hit a sales page, then we go to an add to cart, order page 2, and then a thank you page. So I'm going to go ahead and walk you through that funnel now. So again, as the event gets closer, based on what progress you make through this funnel, he's pixelating every page building audiences, and then he's going to retarget you. So that's how this works. So let's go through the ad right now. We've seen this ad numerous times. Basically, the copy is a little bit different. So you go through that funnel, you opt in, he builds an audience, he adds you to his list, and then the event gets closer, and boom, you're on your Facebook news feed, and this ad pops up. It says take action today and save. This video has over 2 million views. And then the copy is create your breakthrough at the world's #1 personal development seminar. Tickets are on sale now. And as you can see, we got 283 comments, or 283 likes, 21 comments, and 44 shares. So that's the ad that you're going to see, which is really the next step of the ad roll once you go through that process. Now, once you click on this ad, we're going to hit a sales page that's mainly geared towards, hey, let's get these people to book tickets. Now, you got to remember, he's already got your information probably if he's retargeting you with this. So with that being said, you may have already spoke to a sales team or a salesperson. You may have already gotten a phone call. But now, hey, you're a little bit warmer. Let's just put the offer right in front of your face. And if our salespeople haven't closed you, let's create some more material to chase you around and just, create some more impressions to where we're good in your mind. And, we'll see how it goes. So here's that funnel. And as you can see at the top of the funnel, very similar. Again, we have a huge header image. We've got 3 columns here. We've got Tony Robbins on the far left. We've got 2 actual sections that they can click on, which will scroll them down on the page to where they can actually view that section. And then we got a phone number off to the right to reach the sales team. The header of this is Unleash the Power Within, the world's #1 personal development seminar. And then we have the date and a call to action that says secure your seat. And on the left, we have some social media stuff to where they can share it. And if they click Facebook, it'll literally share it right on their timeline. And then on this page, we're going to be basically covering, hey, what they're going to learn. We're going to talk about who the speakers are. We're going to be talking about the success stories, the agenda, and the frequently asked questions, and the secure your seat, which is going to be the call to action at the bottom. So let me walk through this real quick. As you can see here, we have what you'll learn. He basically outlines the entire event and has a pop-up video here of what the entire event is comprised of. We have those same icons again. We have featured speakers, so it goes into based on what the event is and what they're covering at the event. That's going to really depend on who the speakers are. Tony's normally the headline speaker to all of these, but if there's a guest speaker, of course, they're going to be mentioned here as well. So he does mention the 2 speakers that are going to be there, but most of these people are probably buying Tony. We've got success stories again. We've got a TV host. We got Gerard Butler, the movie star, and then we have Peter Diamandis, which is a serial entrepreneur, giving a video testimonial. We have the agenda, which is basically, hey, what's the days comprised of? Day 1, day 2, day 3, and day 4. And then we have frequently asked questions. Why a live event? How long is the event? Are there breaks? How much does it cost? Is discount pricing available? Will food and accommodation be provided? The whole 9 yards. And then he actually outlines the prices and the seating of the event for the first time, which is very interesting. Which again, this is why he's not really putting this in front of a cold audience, because if you don't know who he is, he's probably not going to target you with this particular ad or this particular funnel, because you don't know who he is, you haven't really opted in, it's not ready for a sale yet. So he just does this again. Pricing and seating options. He has the general admission at $650 a ticket. We've got the executive at $895, and we have the VIP at $1,095. And the Diamond and the Diamond Premier are actually not available. So that's kind of how the process goes at the Unleash the Power Within. They can go through here, buy whichever one they want. Then we have some more social proof, a risk-free satisfaction guarantee, and then we have a call to action. Now, if we hit any of these, so for example, let's say we click on executive, just for example, if we click that, we go to basically this page. And on this page, it basically adds this to a cart. It's like a shopping cart from his website. So it's very interesting how he combined a funnel and a shopping cart, almost like an e-commerce shopping cart. So it's really interesting. And basically what he has done is, you can see based on which one you pick, this is general admission. So this individual would have clicked on this particular buy now, general admission right here. And there's the seating of where they'll be seated, or where they'll be seating, which is around the actual auditorium, not really up close to him. And then we go here, and just checkout page. So UPW general admission holiday campaign, and then we have another upsell. So if they want to go ahead, they can add the ultimate edge to their cart. And this time, guess what? He no longer mentions the 7-day. Remember before we talked about the ultimate edge as well in the first funnel, and it was a digital product or a physical product, and it was get started today for $7. Now he's gotten rid of that because he realizes, hey, if these people were going to spend, $650 with me, we might as well see if we can throw something else in there and get another sale. So he includes that there, and the only offer is the full price at $249. So you can add that, and then it'll just literally add it to the cart. And then the total will increase by $249 on top of the $650. Very simple. Once you go through this and you add it to your cart, then you proceed to checkout. Boom. He's going to collect all of your shipping information first. We'll go through and kind of go through all that, but it basically says, hey, you have to log in or you have to create an account before we do any of this. And none of this is highlighted. So that's the first step that we have to do. Now, expect this hurts conversions to some extent, but it's doing its job and it's working. So what he's doing here is he wants you to log in and create an account. And then once you create that account, then we get the information and we go into the shipping and all of that. Then we go through here. We have our account, the billing information. I agree to the terms and conditions, continue to the payment method. So we put in our billing address here for the card that we want to use. And then boom, collect the card information. And then once we collect the card information, we are in. And that's his actual sales funnel to sell the event without really, speaking to somebody. That's kind of the automated version. But he does have a sales team that are closing these 24/7. So there's that from A to Z there and kind of that process. So we just went through that funnel. So again, so far we have gone through the first Unleash the Power Within funnel, all the ads and the entire funnel itself. And now we just went through the Facebook ads of as the event gets closer for the warmer audiences. Now, there's some funny little one-offs here. Basically, we had a YouTube ad as well running that he was currently promoting, which is an opt-in, and then it basically took him through that same process. I'm not going to go into great detail with this. Some of these I actually think are broken because they didn't take me to where I expected to be, and it didn't have anything to do with Unleash the Power Within. But I just wanted to list those because they were promoting traffic to him for whatever reason. I'm not sure. But there's that. So that's the Unleash the Power Within funnel from literally start to finish. So that's kind of how that process goes. So I hope you picked up a few tricks in there. Again, this funnel could really be, any funnel can be made better. It's not about having the perfect funnel. It's about having a funnel that makes perfect sense in money. So when it comes to, it's not about who has the prettiest funnel. It's about which funnel makes the most money. And do you actually sell stuff via the funnel? So this is, of course, selling stuff on a day-to-day basis. So again, this could be reworked. It could be rebranded, repurposed, remonetized, different structures to it. But this is a very unique funnel, and it's working really, really well for Tony Robbins. So I wanted to go ahead and cover that one first today. Now, the second thing we want to really go into today is the Business Mastery Program. And we're going to go ahead and outline that right now. This is a monster of a funnel. He's targeting business owners. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to walk you through all the Facebook ads. Then we're going to go through the funnel itself. He's got a very interesting survey in here I want to go through. And then he's got a thank you page and, of course, a phone call. And he's got a sales team on the back end closing people on this particular event. Now, back in the day, before funnels and everything else, Tony had VSRs, which were people that went into cities cold. We actually ran the marketing for one of his old VSRs, who's a corporate keynote speaker now. But long story short, before all this funnel stuff and everything else, he would basically have teams, which were VSRs, that would go into cities cold. So they would go to Chicago, Illinois, New York City, wherever it may be. They would have a team, 5 to 7 of them. And Tony would send these guys, cover their expenses, get them cars, and they would literally just walk into businesses and do complimentary sales meetings and then sell tickets at the end of the business meetings or at the end of these complimentary sales meetings to the events. And that's how they originally started doing it. So it's come a long way thanks to funnels. Now he doesn't have a lot of those people on the feet because literally technology and Facebook and funnels. It's a very simple process for him. So yeah, he's got his in-house team closing deals left and right. So let's go ahead and go through that funnel right now. I want to start with the Facebook ads first. He runs a lot of different ads for this. So we'll start with the top performing ads all the way down to the lowest performing ads. And we'll do that right now. So as you can see, the number one ad here as far as engagement and impressions, these are going to be very, very close to each other, but I do want to just kind of go through all these so you can get an idea of what people are clicking on before they get to the funnel. At the top, you've got the actual copy itself, and he's very specific and calls out who he is speaking to. So as you can see, business owners, exclamation mark. Do you know how you will dominate your competition, question mark? At Tony Robbins Business Mastery, you will discover 7 categories of success that will propel your business far ahead of anyone else in your market. We've got a image-based ad with Tony and his hand up. As you can see on the ad, Tony Robbins Live, Business Mastery, grow your business 30 to 100%. That's compelling to somebody. The headline below that on the very bottom, dominate your competition at Business Mastery. Tony Robbins has invested nearly 40 years consulting the most accomplished organizations, etc., etc. So there's that ad. We've got 2K likes, 71 comments, and 104 shares. So we have a image-based ad there. The second one, this bad boy is performing really, really well as far as the video views and everything else. The headline is tickets always sell out fast. We've got 2.5 million views, so he is spending a lot of money on this. The duration of the video is only 1 minute and 21 seconds. The actual copy on the ad is calling all business owners, get tools and strategies you can use to grow your business by 100% and increase your profitability by 50% within the next 12 months. This is not just a promise. Our graduates are doing it again and again and again. So there's his big claim of fame. We're going to basically increase your profit, increase your business, increase your profitability, and we're going to do it all within 12 months. And it's not just a promise. It's basically a guarantee because our students are doing it over and over and over. So that's how the perception of that ad works. And you've got 1.3 thousand likes, 65 comments, 144 shares. So definitely a very, very, very solid performing ad. That's for sure. The next one, we have a image-based ad. Again, he's calling out on all business owners again. He basically says, hey, do you have a system to grow your business 30 to 120% every year? The gaps between where your business is today and where you want to go can easily be dissolved. Discover the formula for consistent business growth with Tony Robbins Live at Business Mastery. You've got another image of Tony, and basically Tony Robbins Live Business Mastery, the same thing, grow your business by 30 to 120%. And then down below, we have learn the growth formula at Business Mastery, and the same subtext as we previously talked about. Tony Robbins had invested nearly 40 years consulting the most accomplished organizations. Engagement wise, we have 1.3 thousand likes, 49 comments, and 73 shares. So another solid, great performing ad. Same thing again, another image-based ad, very similar copy. Again, every one of these starts with calling on business owners. And then we have all the copy here. Are you ready to lead your business towards geometric growth? Step up and make the commitment to truly invest in your business. Join Tony Robbins at Business Mastery and gain competition advantage. You need to succeed, blah, blah, blah. And then we have basically his headline here. And engagement-wise, we've got 998 comments, or 998 likes, 27 comments, and 71 shares. So that's another great performing ad. We have one of these little small video things, not really a video, kind of a GIF, kind of deal. It's only 7 seconds long. Text pops up, but it's kind of a stationary actual image that's turned into a video. But a lot of views. So we got 1.6 million views. Again, the headline is Learn and Grow Your Business at Business Mastery. Same thing he always uses, that saying grow your business by 30 to 100%. And then we have some copy here. Very short form copy. So you'll notice that with all of his ads. And impressions wise, we've got 743 likes, 18 comments, and 38 shares. And here's the final. And then we're going to jump into the funnel. So another super, super well performing video. He spends a lot of ad spend here. As you can see, we've got 5 million views. And basically the headline is create your exit strategy at your business. And then it basically, hey, do you even have an exit strategy? So he's creating pain on that, saying, hey, if you operate a business and you don't have an exit strategy and you don't know what your exit strategy is, and it kind of, propels people into the ad, creates intrigue. And then he's basically got some copy here, short form, longer than it normally is, but yeah, it's still short form. So basically what that copy reads is failing to plan means planning to fail. Do you really have a business or just a job you're calling a quote unquote business question mark? Discover the essential strategies to building a clear exit strategy at Business Mastery with Tony Robbins. Apply today and see what you and your business are capable of in 2018, 2019, 2020, and whatever the year is. But he's been running this year after year. So he just changes the date, keeps the copy, the ad works, it performs, the engagement's solid. Why change it if it's working? And there's that. So that's kind of the ads he's running for this. He's running some numerous other ones, but there's still the same basic stuff, different copy, very similar engagement. So I'm not going to spend too much time going into that. It's just different copy, different variables there. But once you actually click the Learn More button on any of these ads, we actually hit the sales page or the funnel itself. So I want to go ahead and jump into this into great detail. So here's the deal. Very similar design from a funnel architectural perspective. You've got a large header image at the top. So that entire section is an image is the background. And up at the top, we've got two columns, Tony Robbins, and then we have a phone number. Then we, of course, have a subtext, which is at the very top that says Tony Robbins exclusive program for entrepreneurs. Then we have a headline that says Business Mastery. Then we have another headline that says Learn game-changing business strategies from world-class entrepreneurs. Then we have a call to action, and then we have some more subtext. And it says, note, this is a 5-day event with Tony Robbins live, and it's highly competitive, and it always sells out. Only business owners seeking growth should apply. We'll create some scarcity there. So very similar design. To the left, we've got some social media icons that you can then share, which is really, really cool. And then basically on this page, we're going to talk about the actual event, the speakers at the event, the agenda, the details, and to apply. So as you can see, the call to action here is apply now. Now, first thing we're going to go into is, hey, learn the secrets to business mastery with Tony Robbins. Now, this is going to kind of give some context of the event and give some context of, what's going on. This program will help you strategically break down the innovation process used by industry leaders as Apple, Zappy, all these different companies, and it's just going to create some rapport with you there. And then we go into another image here that says watch now. It's a pop-up video, Tony Robbins Business Mastery. It's got a venue field, and it's going to kind of show you what the whole thing's about. Got some about information about Tony Robbins. The reason why he does this is maybe a lot of the executives and the business people that he's targeting, they may not know who Tony Robbins is. So he actually gives a bio on this page of what he does. And then we have, hey, meet the masters. We brought together a the below group of people that have devoted their time and energy to helping entrepreneurs. And he actually lists out these people, who they are. We've got the date and time. We've got the agenda, day 1 through day 5. We got program benefits, learn and grow, redefine your future, maximize and optimize. We've got more social proof as always. We have a call to action. And then he's got this crazy claim, which basically says 1 million guarantee. If after attending the first full day of business mastery, you do not feel like you have received $1 million worth of value to create exponential growth in your business, turn in your manual and materials, and we'll send you a full refund for the event. So there's his claim. And there's the actual funnel from A to Z. Now, again, apply now. That's the only call to action. Watch video. This just plays, doesn't take you to anywhere else. And got all these, which outline different things, but apply now is the only call to action. So if you don't click apply now, you're not going to go anywhere. You're either going to have to go back, leave the page, but that's the only call to action here, which is the whole point of a funnel. It's not our goal to bombard people with too many options. So very cool. If they apply now, here's the next step. We have a pop-up. Now, whether we go to the top of it or the bottom of it, same pop-up. And it actually pretty interesting. It puts step 2 here, but you're really on step 1. I like how he did that from a conscious standpoint. But basically, headline: take the next step. Complete the form below to have one of our business strategists contact you shortly to schedule a strategy session. He collects first name, last name, and email address. And again, next step, and we're on step 2 already. So he does that on purpose. And then step 2 is actually the next part, which is, hey, what's your phone number? What's your country? What's your industry? And do you own a business? Now, this is a 2-step opt in, and this really helps with conversions. The reason being is right off the bat, we're not even asking for their phone number. We're only asking for their basic information. So, hey, your first name, your last name, and your email. And then if they submit that information and they don't put in their phone number or they don't go on to the next step, at least we have their email. We've added somebody to our list and we can work them with email campaigns to get them to our desired goal. But again, step 2 is the second step of the opt-in. And once they submit that information, we're good. So we got questions like phone number, country, industry, and do you own a business? And then we've got submit the application. And then once we do that, boom, we've got a thank you page. It basically says, hey, Ben, thank you for your interest in business mastery. And a business specialist will reach out to you within 1 to 2 business days. At Business Mastery, you will learn boom, 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 boom. And then they give us an option to take an assessment. So we've already filled out an application and we've got 2 call to actions here. We're either going to take this assessment for whatever reason, or we're going to view more success stories and he's going to bombard us with every success story of the event. Now, if we take the assessment, this is what I really want to go through. I think this is really cool. So let's talk about the success stories first because the assessment's a little longer. So let's hit this. If we click the actual call to action for view more success stories, what we're then going to go into is this. And here's the funnel for this, which is actually a part of his website. So he just drops you off into there. And we go through all these different resources, different things. So yeah, that's where we land. And if we go back and we hit the actual take the assessment, this is where the magic happens. I love this, and I love how he structured this. So at the top, you got a Tony Robbins logo here. You got another header. And then it says business owner evaluation. This 5-minute assessment will uncover the strategies and weaknesses of your business so you can create a customized, powerful strategy for business success. Start the assessment. Then we have icons, step 1, step 2, step 3, and then we have about us. And we're going to go ahead and go through this assessment right now. I think it's super long, but I want to go ahead and show you it because I think it's very valuable. All right, so let's do that together right now. So step 1 here, once they click that, we go straight into it. So we got Tony Robbins' logo at the top, and then we've got these little icons at the top, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. You think their question, there's only 6 questions, but there's a lot more. And he's basically going into psychology of the leader. So his question is, hey, I clearly understand my role as a business leader. Strongly agree, disagree, strongly disagree. Next step is I follow a personal development plan to ensure my growth as a leader. Next one is I rarely feel overwhelmed or behind in my work. Then we have my employees trust and respect my leadership. Then we have I produce consistent and effective results as a leader. Then we go into overall, I have successfully guided my team and business to meet our objectives. Then we have business map, and basically he says, hey, we have a clear and executable exit strategy for our business. We have a system to track how we are meeting milestones on our business map. Our long-term plan is clearly communicated to all of our employees. We have defined our X factor, how we provide more value than our competition. We spend time each week focusing on strategic innovation to ensure we stay ahead of the curve. We excel at developing new strategies that will meet our clients' needs like no one else can and executing them too. We properly assess the competition and respond to threats to our position in the market. We understand who our target client is and we regularly share our expertise with them. We have a well-defined and understandable marketing strategy. email marketing channel, email, direct mail, website, social media has a specific objective that contributes to our overall strategy. We target the right clients at the right time with the right message. Our marketing message is clear, consistent, and effective. We have a strong retention, acquisition, and development sales strategies. We excel at attracting, hiring, and onboarding top sales talent. Our sales team is performing at their peak. We have a set system for our referral strategy. Our sales and marketing teams are well aligned and work together to meet our goals. I personally review our monthly financial statements. I clearly understand our income statement, balance sheet, and statement of cash flow. My knowledge of our key finances gives me power of anticipation. I feel like I know what is coming. We have a specific legal strategy and understand our opportunities and risk. Key performance indicators, KPIs, are used and measured regularly. We have a strategy for consistently optimizing our key operating metrics. We have a strategy for consistently maximizing our financial metrics. As a leader of the business, I ensure that I run the business instead of allowing it to run me. We are agile, fast-moving organization, and we quickly capitalize on opportunities. Our first priority is our clients. Our clients are loyal to us. We consistently provide massive value to our clients. And then congratulations, please enter your business contact information below to receive your evaluation results. And boom, I like this. So on that, a lot of questions, so just take that, and kind of see some questions. It may be a little too much, but again, he's not requiring this. To get into this program, you just got to opt in. This is just something that's additional. And the people who fill this out, trust me, he's going to go after them because he's going to use this as sell points when they get on the phone or his sales team gets on the phone with you. They're going to have all this information. So psychology of a leader, 62%. Business map, 33%. Constant strategic innovation, 56%. World-class marketing, 60%. Sales mastery system, 35%. Financial and legal, 69%. Constant optimization and maximization, 50%. Raving fan and customers, 83%. So there's the evaluation of me basically clicking random numbers. But that's how that goes. And it gives you a score at the top. And then when you scroll down here, would you like to take your business to the next level? Boom. Same thing. Same call to action as always. But very interesting how that process goes. So take some notes there on how, the entire funnel works. So that is the funnel from A to Z, his business mastery funnel. So a lot of different parts, a lot of different pieces. So let's go over a quick recap of exactly what we talked about. And then we'll move on to his back end, which is his coaching program. So we went through the funnel from start to finish. We went through all the Facebook ads from top performing to lowest performing, which they all perform well, but just based off impressions and engagement and views. We talked about the opt-in page, how it was structured, the architects of it, the entire layout of it, the call to actions of it, how the whole process goes. We talked about the thank you page. We had two options there. We had an assessment, and then we, of course, had the success stories. So we went through all that there, and then we moved up to the success stories if we click that. And then if we click the assessment, we went to an assessment page. And then we went through this huge survey, which was basically composed of the survey, the results, survey number 2, and then we kind of went into the schedule your call. So that's how that process goes from A to Z. So there is the business mastery funnel. Very top performing funnel. Does millions upon millions of dollars a year. So again, it doesn't matter if you have the perfect funnel. There's always room for improvement. A lot of this stuff with the amount of marketing budget Tony has been split tested, and he kind of knows what things he's willing to sacrifice to get the return on his ad spend and on his investment. So he's just worried about his top line. Is it growing or is it not? But all of these campaigns are, of course, very, very profitable for him, and they can be very profitable for you if you take this information and actually do something with it. Now, the next thing, let's talk about the coaching program. This is going to be a really interesting funnel, very short, to the point. but he's built a massive cash flow business on the back end with this. So it is very, very beneficial. So if you're a coach, hey, if you're a keynote speaker, at your speeches, like when you give a keynote, maybe a corporation hires you, do you give a free gift at the end of that to get people on your email list? Do you give them a free trial into your coaching program or your mentorship program? Or what does that look like? And if you're doing events, what's your call to action? If you're pitching on a stage, if you give a cool presentation and the audience is ranting and raving about you, what are you going to sell them into? A group coaching program, some type of low ticket courseware, some type of high ticket courseware. That really depends. What your bonus is, how are you going to stack it, and how are you going to present it on stage? So think about all of that as we progress through this, because any type of coaching program, whether it's a Forex course or a personal development course or a finance course or a LinkedIn course or an Excel spreadsheet course or whatever the course may be, this is going to show you how he's done it, how he's structured a massive cash flow based, continuity based, passive business that provides hundreds of thousands of dollars a month in income for him. So let's go ahead and walk through that right now. All right, so let's start with the ads, and we'll go through all those first, and then we'll dive into the funnel, and I'll walk you through that. So let's go ahead and do that now. This is a banner ad. We don't really need to worry about a banner ad right now. So here we go. We have a image-based ad. Copy reads, stop procrastinating and start achieving more with Tony Robbins Results Coach. With a dedicated one-on-one coach in your life, learn tools to get out of your head and get on path towards success. Got a picture of Tony, and it says, who could you be with a coach? And then the header is, hey, get results. Get a results coach in your corner. Tony Robbins Results Coaching, the only program specifically designed to empower entrepreneurs, or whatever that the copy is there. As you can see, likewise, we have almost 4,000 likes, comments, we have 151 comments, and shares, we have 306 shares. Decent performing ad. Another image-based ad. Copy reads, learn to prioritize what really matters and gain clarity necessary to achieve more in your life with Tony Robbins Results Coach. And we have an image, and it basically says, hey, are you where you want to be in life? ? So again, he's triggering pain. That's what he's asking. That's what he's trying to create through the ad to get the click. And then the headline is, get a coach, get results. And then we've got 1.6 thousand likes, 60 comments, and 191 shares. So decent performing ad. We have the third performing ad here, another image-based ad. Copy, stop procrastinating and start achieving more with Tony Robbins Results Coach. With a dedicated one-on-one coach in your life, learn tools to get out of your head and get on path towards success. Picture Tony with a huge arena filled with people that he's actually given a speaking engagement to at one of his events. Text in this is identify your goals, achieve more. Get a results coach in your corner. Same thing. 1.3 thousand likes, 23 comments, and 82 shares. Another image-based ad. Very similar, short form copy. Learn to prioritize what really matters and gain the clarity necessary to achieve more in your daily life with Tony Robbins Result Coach. Image-wise, we say basically, hey, who could you be with a coach? Same copy, same headline here. 1.3 thousand likes, 30 comments, and 78 shares. And then we have the first video-based ad. So this one actually is performing really, really well. He's got a 55-minute, as far as the duration, it's 55 seconds, not minutes, and that's the video itself. The headline is Thrive, Don't Just Survive. As you can see here, we have 1.5 million views, highly viewed video, and the copy is stop letting excuses get in the way, eliminate roadblocks to success, and get the career you've always wanted with Tony Robbins Results Coach by your side. So he's giving you some insight on, what the whole Results Coach is about. So we've got 935 likes, 25 comments, and 206 shares. So another good performing ad. Then we've got another variation of it here, a little bit different. Copy's a little bit different. Targeting may be a little bit different. Same duration. Impressions aren't as high, but that's a newer ad. So once they go through the ad sets, this is where the magic's really going to happen. And this is kind of, the first thing they see to get the click. So, this is where the process is going to start. And once we go through this and we actually click the link, then we're going to get to the funnel. So let's talk about the opt-in aspect of the funnel. Very similar page, as you can see, very similar themes. His website's a WordPress theme, so anybody can go out and get the template. So all of his funnels is designed very similar to that WordPress theme, and you'll notice they all very close to each other. But as you can see, kind of same opt-in form that we originally did. We've got a header image here. It says "Get Coaching, Get Results." Very top, we've got 5 columns, his logo, and then if you actually click any of these little headers here in the actual headline of the images or of the landing page, it's just going to scroll you down in the page. So we kind of outline it here, gives a brief description. We've got 6 little icons here. Gain clarity in your purpose, become a more efficient leader, achieve your health and fitness goals, ignite passion in your relationships, grow your business, and prepare for change in your life. So very similar process. Header, opt-in form, description, logos, animations, brief description to put it all together, social proof, testimonials, our custom method, list how the method works, results that exceed expectations. Got all these little different graphs. So improve their time management skill, 81%. Increase their work performance, 70%. Experience improvements in the relationship, 63%. Increase their leadership effectiveness, 60%. Increase confidence and decrease stress, 57%. And improve their health and sustain results, 47%. Then it goes into our programs, and then his call to action is try coaching. Now, if you don't fill out the first opt-in form up at the top, which basically collected your information there, we'll go through that again because I didn't really cover what information that was. So he's asking for first name, last name, email address, phone number, your occupation, so they can get an idea of what you actually do, and then the country and the state. And it says, hey, try coaching. But if you go down to the very bottom of this page and you hit try coaching and you don't go back up at the top, we've got a pop-up as far as the squeeze goes. So here's that pop-up. First name, last name, email address, occupation. And then once we go through that, we hit a thank you page if we go through it. And on that thank you page, very similar to the last thank you page we've seen, very, just like the same theme. We've got a header up here with a phone number. Then we've got another space with his logo and header image with social media icons so we can share it. And then thanks for your interest in results coaching. Same image. And then basically, hey, while waiting for your call back, below are some steps you can get started with. And the same assessment that we went through, well, it's actually a different assessment, and we're going to go through that, but same thing here. 2 things. Success stories is the bottom call to action, and the first one is take the assessment now. So if we click success stories, just takes us right back to his website, just like the last one did, with all these different success stories. If we click assessment, we hit a page called Wheel of Life, and it's basically all about closing the gap from where you are to where you want to be. And we can click take the assessment now. And then when we click take the assessment now, this is pretty interesting. I love how this was done. It's called Wheel of Life. There's a video here, and we go through these different questions. So 1, how happy are you with your overall health, wellness, and your general state of physical body? And then you basically go 1 to 10. Second one, how would you like to feel about your overall health, wellness, vitality, and energy? Scale of 1 to 10. And then you go to the next section. And then on the next section, it basically says, hey, how would you rate your overall peace of mind, emotionally stability, and minute to minute psychologically? Scale of 1 to 10. Next section, how would you like to feel emotionally and psychologically every day? Scale of 1 to 10. And then we go through all these different questions on a scale of 1 to 10. So how would you rate your overall quality of your current intimate relationships? If you are not currently in an intimate relationship, please rate your past and most recent relationship. And then we've got the second part is how would you feel, how would you like to feel in an intimate relationship? Dissatisfied 1 or satisfied 10. And we'll go through this assessment. We keep going here. Numerous other questions. Go through that. Go through this. Keep going through it. keep going through it. As you can see, these images keep changing at the top, but each page is basically a scale of 1 to 10, and there's only 2 of them. Keeps us going, keeps us clicking next. Instead of listing all these out, each step's a new step, and that keeps the person engaged. Same process again, scale of 1 to 10, and then boom, you're done. Fill out the form to view your results. Your GAP map will give you 1, 2, and 3. So view your results now. And then when you view your results, boom, you've got another assessment. So as you can see, majority of these are to feed a sales team. So yeah, there is some automation in there, but again, his goal is, hey, how do we feed a sales team? So majority of people come to me and they're like, hey, you know, Tony Robbins is a influencer that sells a course or an event. How does this work from a B2B perspective on generating leads? And it's the same exact thing. At the end of the day, he's getting people to schedule calls with a sales team. So, you know, same process, a lot of stuff you can use in here if you're a Fortune 500 company or you're a startup or you're a small mom and pop's business. This can work for you. So that's the process there. So let's go through kind of what we covered today from a overview perspective. So today we kind of went through Tony's entire funnel. We, of course, went through the Unleash the Power Within. We went through the coaching program, and we went through the business mastery. So again, here is that layout. We covered all this. We covered all the ads. Then we covered this section here, which is the actual version that they can buy on the spot. We then went into business mastery and covered business mastery from A to Z. We went through all the Facebook ads. We went through the opt-in page, the thank you page, the success stories, the assessment. We went through the entire assessment from A to Z with all the questions. And then we went through the thank you page, and I wasn't able to get on the phone call with his people, but they have already called me. So they're definitely primed and they're ready to rock as far as creating those. So they're feeding a sales team here, and the same thing here with the coaching program. Now, on today's funnel hack, we broke down Tony Robbins' funnel from A to Z. We spoke about his Unleash the Power Within funnel. We spoke about his business mastery funnels, and we spoke about his coaching funnels. Now that you have been exposed to the information, you're already ahead of 50% of most business owners and entrepreneurs, so congratulations. However, this next moment is really going to define what type of entrepreneur you are. So, as entrepreneurs and business owners, we really have 2 choices to make here today on this video. One, we can take this information and our head start and do nothing with it, which is what majority of people will do. Or 2, we can actually take this head start and all the information that we just got and actually implement what we learned today. Now, if you're committed to growing your business, if you're committed to innovation, change, and building a thriving business that allows you to work on your business and not just in your business, I want to help you by providing you a complimentary sales funnel strategy session. Now, I can't provide this to everyone that goes through this video, but this is what I can do. I'm going to allow the first 30 people who book a sales funnel strategy session with me personally or one of my lead funnel architects, and the first 12 people who click that button will actually get to schedule a call directly with me, and will spend 30 to about 90 minutes building a funnel out for their business and using varieties and different bits from this funnel and kind of seeing what the direction of the funnel is, what the goals are, and we'll hash that out together. And the other 12 people will actually have the opportunity to receive that same marketing strategy session, except just not with me. It'll be with one of my right-hand guys who is literally our lead sales funnel architect for about 30 to 90 minutes. Now, the goal with this sales funnel strategy session is not to sell you anything. It's to help you identify what you already have in your business and helping you put together a sales funnel that you can then implement into your business with ease. On this call, you're going to literally receive an insanely valuable sales funnel strategy session, and you're going to walk away with a newfound clarity as to where you are right now and what's holding you back from achieving the results you want. And next, what we're going to do is we're going to determine the steps necessary to take action and break through your current barriers. Now, this call will most likely be the most valuable 30 to 90 minutes that you invest into your business this entire year, but I do want to be completely transparent with you. This is something I normally charge $1,500 to personally conduct. So with that being said, you've stuck with me to the end. This is only for the committed people. This is not for the dabblers. This is for the people who want change, want systems, want automation, want to control their lead volume, and build a business based off productivity and actual measurability, and build a business that they can really thrive off of. So this is not for everybody, but if you're committed to your business and you've stuck with me to the end of this, I'm going to give you that option right now to go ahead and schedule that call. And on top of that, if you schedule that call right now, I'm going to throw in over $2,200 worth of valuable marketing resources for you for just being an action taker and not procrastinating. So here's what you're going to get if you go ahead and schedule that call right now. One, I'm going to go ahead and throw in the sales funnel strategy session, which is normally $1,500. You're going to get that for free. Two, I'm going to go ahead and give you access to our private invite only 8-figure marketing group, which is valued at $497. Three, I'm going to give you access to the same software I use to construct and design all of my funnels, my email automation, and everything through. And I'm going to give you a 14-day free trial for that, which is valued at $297, and you're not going to have to pay anything for that. And then four, I'm going to give you access to all the swipe files from today's funnel hack. So you can literally, every file that I went through, you can have, and you can go through at your own convenience. And then some of you guys are going to actually want the funnel itself. So if you want the funnel itself and you don't really want help implementing it, you want to dabble with it on yourself, try to do the HTML, the CSS, and build the funnel from scratch. If that's something you're interested in doing, I will allow you an opportunity to actually get that entire funnel to where you can download it directly into your account and rebrand it and repurpose it. Or if you're interested in just leaving the pros to do their job and you want to construct a funnel from A to Z, or 4 to 5 different funnels, or a complete value ladder of what your business looks like, what your low ticket offer is, what your high ticket offer is, and how we can scale the LTV per customer like we do on a day-to-day basis for people just like Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street, Rick Hendricks, the founder of Hendricks Motorsports, Chris Brown, and even numerous other celebrity product launches that we've dealt with. We can talk about how we can do that as well. But again, thank you for joining today's call, and thank you for going through this entire video. And I look forward to seeing some of you guys, probably the 1% of this entire crew, of course, on your sales funnel strategy session. But again, that concludes today's funnel hack. I hope you have a wonderful day and be great.